Welcome back. In this video, we want to continue our series on why people fail to secure the funding they require for their businesses and what are the solutions. Hi there, my name is Boomy Tokan. So we're going to press on to numbers 10 to 12 today as we consider the solutions for people who have failed to secure funding. All right, what is the next stage? What's the next point? What's the next reason why people fail to secure funding? Well, one of the reasons why people fail to secure funding is because there is no evidence of sound experience. There is no evidence of sound experience. When somebody has not displayed in their business plan or at an interview stage with a funder or an investor as to their experience that relates to the business they want to run, then you're unlikely to get the funding. So what is the way around that? Sometimes we have experiences in other fields that we need to remember and then leverage for this new idea. So, for example, let's say you've worked in McDonald's and you have been the manager of McDonald's. And now you want to open a dry cleaning business. Someone might say, well, you have no experience running a dry cleaning shop. But the point is, because you're going to employ staff in the new dry cleaning business, and because you're going to handle money in the dry cleaning business, you've already done that in the McDonald's where you were a manager. So therefore, if you construct that into your business plan appropriately, you will satisfy the fact that you have sound experience. Just give that as an example. So it's not so much that we don't have experience at all. We have failed to leverage the experiences we have in one arena to another. Therefore, you're going to be thinking, okay, this job that I did, or this volunteer role that I served in, or this experience I have in this other field, how can I bring it to that? And then you document it accordingly so that it reflects as sound experience for your new venture. So that's the solution. The second reason why someone may fail to receive funding is that where the funder lacks the understanding, or where the person in particular lacks the understanding of the funder's requirements. In other words, you have not really read through their guidelines. In fact, you have failed to read the documents they sent you, or you have failed to read their website information in order for you to know that this funder only funds a particular type of business. Or some funders will even tell you, particularly when it comes to the grants, that we don't accept unsolicited requests. It could be that way. It could be that funders are only going to fund organizations who have been in business for over a year, or they've been in business for over 2 years, or they've furnished their first or second year's account. You need to understand the funder's requirement. Because what tends to happen is people are making applications just because they've read the headline that says, oh, apply for up to £20,000 or £50,000 for your business, and you just make an application based on that. No, you need to go into the nitty-gritty of understanding the funder's requirements, because if you do not meet the funder's requirements, of course, you're not going to get the money. So what's the solution there? The solution is for you to ensure you're reading the guidelines before you make an application. Number three, which would be our 12th reason why people fail to secure funding. It is poor cash flow. Poor cash flow. In other words, there is not enough money flowing in and out of your business. And so a funder requires your cash flow forecast, or they have a look at your bank statement if you're an existing business, or they have a look at your cash flow if you're not an existing business and you're a startup, and they can see that, well, there's not enough money flowing in and out. In fact, if you have a problem 1 month, you're probably going to shut down. So therefore, they're not willing to extend any funds. So how do you get around that? Well, there are two ways, because I've identified two different problems. One is you are an existing business and your statement does not have, or your statement reads as a business that does not have enough cash flow, what can you do? Well, one of the things you can do is you will have to delay your application. If you have a look and you can see that there's not enough money flowing, you may need to delay your application for 6 months in order to generate in more cash into your business, so that when you are making the application, you can say, yeah, although the initial first 6 months, we didn't have enough cash coming to the business, but as you can see, we have addressed certain situations in our business that now means we are having more cash come in. And one of the ways you can do that is to, one, get people to pay you in advance if it's that kind of business. Number two, get people to pay in full before you deliver the service. And number three, making sure that you're issuing your invoices very early. And number four, you can reward early payers so that you have more cash coming in. So that's some of the things you can do to bring in more cash quickly. The second problem, which was the fact that, okay, your cash flow forecast, because you're a startup, you're not really started in business, so you don't have bank statements to justify your cash flow situation. But as you look at it, you can say, well, they've looked at it, they've identified that you don't have enough cash flowing in. So what can you do? Well, you can increase your sales. And by the way, when you just don't go into your business plan and just increase the sales on your cash flow forecast without having any justification as to how you will arrive at that sales. You can look at introducing new products, which will therefore increase your sales, or you can change your business model and use some of the strategies I mentioned earlier, which is, one is to get people to pay in advance or get people to pay a deposit from the start so that you have more cash coming in. And when that reflects in your cash flow, you make the adjustment that funders feel more comfortable to actually understand that your cash flow position is now better than it was. All right, those are the three more reasons actually why people fail to secure the funding they want and what to do about it. Where you have no evidence of sound experience, you can use the experiences you've gained in other industries to the new industry. Where you lack the understanding of funders requirement, just want to make sure that you always read the guidelines very well. And then number three, I've showed you how you can improve your cash flow. So thank you so much for staying with us and watching this particular lesson from numbers 10 to 12. Thank you. You can, if you like what you hear, then do like the video. If you like it, do share it. And if you like it, do subscribe to the channel. I look forward to seeing you soon. God bless you.